So if anybody signs in, we'll just keep an eye on the participants and give them credit for showing up. Ms. Borrego, before we begin, did you have any brief announcements?
Yes, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
Relating to case on the docket number 3, Brian Alanis.
Okay. It's Ms. Alvarado's case? Okay, what's going on with this one, lady?
So I am asking for a little bit more time, Your Honor. I do want to take a closer look at this and read the report very carefully. So I'm asking for some more time.
Okay, did you want to go ahead and reset to next month's jail bond out docket? Is that what you're looking for? or
We
did
can
you
do that, or we can even have a shorter reset.
Don't have an August calendar on me, so let's just do the jail bond out next month.
That's fine, Judge.
We'll go ahead and reset for jail bond out next month. And then if you all take care of it ahead of time, we can go ahead and do that as well.
Yes, Judge. And what day would that be?
What's the 26th?
Of August?
Mhm.
August 26th. Okay. Thank you, Your Honor. I have nothing further. May I be excused?
You are excused. Thank you,
Thank
Ms.
you.
Alvarado. It was good to see you.
You too.
Thank you. All right, any other announcements, Ms. Borrego?
None from the state, Judge.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Mcallen Municipal Court. My name is Judge Sepulveda. I will be presiding this morning. This is our July 29th, 2026 jail bond out docket. If you are here today, it is because you were jailed for a Class C ticket. And so what we'll do is we'll call you up one by one today. We'll talk about exactly what charges you're facing, what your options are on the case, and you can tell us if you'd like to take a deal with the prosecutor or whether you'd like to contest the ticket and instead go to trial. In each of these cases today, these are all Class C misdemeanors here in the state of Texas, which means you're not facing jail time, just fines only on all of these offenses. Usually our fines are under $500. There are a couple violations where they are over, and if that applies to you, we'll definitely tell you. And although you are not facing jail time on these charges, because you spent time in jail, you may be entitled to some credit in your balance. Now, in each of these cases, you do have the right to hire an attorney to represent you. And if you do hire an attorney, they would, of course, need to be here with you. If not, you would represent yourself, make your own legal decisions, and you can even try your own cases here in this court. You do have the right to contest any of these tickets with a trial. And if you'd like a trial, I can talk to you about the court's 2 trial options. And lastly, if you do go to trial here in this court, you always have the right to ask the prosecutor, who is the city attorney's office in this court. Ms. Borrego is their representative who's here today at council table, what evidence they have in your case. And as long as it's not protected by state or federal law, you actually get to see your evidence before you go to trial. So you'll know exactly what the state will be presenting. All right. Ms. Borrego, let's just start calling the docket in numerical order then, since there's no further announcements. If we call your name, if you could please walk to this empty table right here and take a seat. You don't need to stand for any of our talks. All right, first case is going to be Miss Samantha Acevedo. All right, Ms. Acevedo has failed to appear. We're going to go ahead and enter a NOLO forfeiture on both of these cases. Number 2 has pled out from my understanding. We've already taken care of number 3. So we'll go on to case number 4, Jonathan Ariazola. Jonathan Ariazola. This is a no-show. We will also NOLO forfeit on this one. Eduardo Cienfuegos. Go ahead and take a seat, sir. Is English or Spanish better for you, Mr. Cienfuegos? All right. Mr. Cienfuegos, we have you here today, sir, for a bunch of tickets that you posted bond on. There's a 2012 no insurance that had a balance of 112. That one we can, you've already entered a plea on that one, so I'm just going to apply your bond to close that out, okay? So that one you don't have to worry about. Then there's a 2014 expired registration for 127, expired motor vehicle insurance from the same date for 157, failure to maintain financial responsibility for 461, and then a violation of promise to appear for 157, and then at a later date, another no insurance for 411, and you posted bond on all those charges. Ms. Borrego, have you had a chance to review this case yet, or do you have any follow-up questions for Mr. Cienfuegos?
Yes, Your Honor. At this time, the state would be moving to dismiss the underlying violations in case number ending with 4143
including the violation of promise to appear?
Well, that's the only one that I am asking for a plea on, Your Honor. Our recommendation is going to be 90 days deferred disposition on that one.
Okay. And then on the other ticket from August of the same year, the second failure to maintain financial responsibility, what's the state's recommendation on
We'll
that?
be moving to dismiss for to stay to prosecute.
Okay, so on these ones, what the state is offering, let me tell you what total refund you're gonna be looking at, okay? Okay, so you paid about $1,425 worth of bonds. We're gonna take the 112 for that old case that you already pled on and owed. And then the state is gonna dismiss 4 charges, which include the expired registration, expired motor vehicle insurance, failure to maintain insurance, and the second failure to maintain insurance. By that dismissal, you're gonna be receiving $1,156 in refunds, okay? Now, the last thing that they're asking for is on the violation of promise to appear. That's the only charge they want to move forward with today. They're offering you a deferral. And so what that means is that we would take the bond for that case, which is 157, so you would not be receiving that back. But as long as you stay out of trouble for 90 days, no new cases, no new arrests, the case gets dismissed on the 90th day. So you would not be convicted of violation of promise to appear as long as you stay out of trouble. Did you want to go ahead and take that state's offer that they're offering today for the refund and the deferral? Okay.
Yeah.
And would you want to plead guilty or no contest on the violation of promise to appear charge?
What's the difference?
Guilty means you're admitting that you failed to appear. No contest means you're not going to admit that publicly today, but you are going to take care of the ticket. So it's just whether you want to admit it or not.
No, but I mean, I did fail to appear, so.
You want to plead guilty?
Yeah.
All right, as long as you stay out of trouble for 90 days, that case will be dismissed against you, okay? And you should be receiving that refund of $1,156 in the mail in a couple weeks, okay, by check from the city. All right, we'll go ahead and enter dismissals for the majority of the ticket ending in 4143 and for the ticket ending in 4554. All right, that'll be it, Mr. Sinfoyos. Just take a seat. We're going to get you some paperwork on your case, and then you're free to go, sir, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day, sir. Did you ladies get that it's a 90-day deferral? Okay. And then we're gonna apply the bond on the 2012 no insurance. All right, next case is gonna be Mr. Mauricio Davila. Mauricio Davila. All right, this individual has kind of one of those split cases, Ms. Borrego. He posted bond on a criminal mischief, it looks like, for 260. We'll go ahead and NOLO forfeit that bond. But then there's an open running a stop sign from, it looks like a couple days ago. It's a little, well, we're about to be over 10 days today. Running a stop sign on that one, since the 10th day is today, did the state want a warrant on that one, or do you want to just leave that one pending for any no-show show cause docket?
Yes, Your Honor, let's go ahead and, or the state is asking that a warrant be issued.
Okay. If they have not paid, because I think the time runs today, I think today's the 29th. So if they have not paid by 5 p.m., let's go ahead and issue a failure to appear warrant on that one. All right, next case is going to be Mr. Jimmy Delgadillo. Mr. Delgadillo, is English or Spanish better for you, sir? Go ahead and take a seat, sir. All right, Mr. Delgadillo, we have you here today, sir, for a speeding ticket. That ticket is $338, and then a violation of promise to appear on that charge. That ticket is $273, and it looks like you posted bond for both tickets. Ms. Borrego, were you able to look at Mr. Delgadillo's case, and do you have any recommendations here?
Yes, Your Honor, at this time, state's recommendation is 120 days deferred disposition on the speeding charge. And if he were to enter a plea today, I would move to dismiss a violation of the promise to appear.
Okay. So the recommendation from the state, Mr. Delgadillo, is a way to keep all of this off your record as a conviction, okay? So what they're offering is a deferral. And so what that means is that for the next 4 months, you got to stay out of trouble, all right? No new tickets, no new arrests. And as long as you stay out of trouble for 4 months, at the end of the 4-month period, they would dismiss the speeding charge against you. So it doesn't go permanently on your driving record as a conviction, wouldn't cause any insurance rate hikes or possibly any license consequences because of the speeding charge. And then if you accept that offer, they would dismiss today the violation of promise to appear charge. And so what that means is you would be getting a refund of $273 in the mail in a couple weeks because of that charge. Do you think you'd be interested in taking that state's offer? Or do you think at this time you want to reject and instead ask to go to trial on these charges? Take the offer? And did you want to plead guilty or no contest, sir? All right, we'll go ahead and enter no contest plea as long as you stay out of trouble for the next 4 months. That speeding ticket will be dismissed, okay? And then we're going to dismiss the violation of promise to appear today. So you will be receiving a refund of $273 in the mail, okay? All right, Mr. Delgadillo, just take a seat, sir. We'll get your paperwork and then you're free to go. Thank you. Next case is going to be Adriana Guadalupe Flores. Adriana Guadalupe Flores. All right, we'll enter no forfeiture on both cases. Marco Antonio Flores. Mr. Flores, good morning. English or Spanish? All right. Go ahead and take a seat, Mr. Flores. All right, Mr. Flores, we have you here today, sir, for a theft under $100 ticket, and that ticket is $270, and you did post the bond on that one. Ms. Borrego, have you had an opportunity to look at Mr. Flores's case, and do you have any recommendations?
Yes, Your Honor. At this time, state's recommendation is 90 days deferred disposition and for the fine to be satisfied by the bond that has been posted.
Okay. So Mr. Flores, the recommendation of the state is a way to keep this as a conviction off of your record, okay? So what the state is offering is a 90-day deferral, which means as long as you stay out of trouble for the next 3 months, no new tickets, no new arrests. On the 90th day, they dismiss this charge against you, so you wouldn't be convicted of theft. So when they run your criminal history, it'll say dismissed. It won't say convicted, okay? And then they would take your bond to pay for the fee, so you wouldn't have to pay anything further on the charge. Did you want to accept that offer from the state today, or do you think you'd instead want to go to trial here? Okay. From what I see, it's just a theft, sir, that you're here for. Yeah, yeah, just no more tickets. So just make sure you stay obeying all traffic laws for the next 90 days. Make sure no new arrests, okay? All right. And warnings don't count, but let's try not to get warnings either, okay? All right, we'll enter no contest, 90-day deferral on this one, and we'll apply the bond. Next case is going to be Maria del Carmen Flores. Ms. Flores, is English or Spanish better for you, ma'am? Okay. Ms. Flores, good morning. We have you here today, ma'am, for a public intoxication by a minor charge, and that ticket is usually $160. It looks like you did post that bond for that charge. Ms. Borrego, actually, let me ask a question before we begin. How old are you, Ms. Flores? 20, okay. Ms. Borrego, do you have any recommendations on this one?
I do have a question, Judge. Ms. Flores, where did this arrest take place? In what part of town? What part of town? Okay. Your Honor, at this time, the state is recommending 180 days deferred disposition.
Okay, so the recommendation, Ms. Flores, is, and did I see that you're out of county? You're out of Cameron County? Are you living in Cameron County or are you Elko County currently? Okay, Cameron County, okay. So the recommendation of the state is going to include some community service, and I'm going to talk to you about that because you can do it even though you're in Cameron County. So what they're recommending is a way to keep this off of your record as a conviction, okay? What they're recommending is for the next 6 months, you stay out of trouble, okay? No new tickets, no new arrests. And if you can stay out of trouble for 6 months, they're going to dismiss the charge against you, so you're not going to be convicted of it. You wouldn't have to pay anything further because your bond is going to pay for the fine. But you would need to take an online alcohol education course. That course is about $25. It's a 4-hour course. And then you would turn in the certificate to my staff. And then you would need to do 8 community service hours in that 6-month period. Not really hard to do. I know the food banks take volunteers all the time, but you would just need to prove that you did that community service and turn that information into our office. And as long as you do that, case is dismissed against you and you're not convicted of it. Were you interested in taking that offer from the state? Okay. And would you want to plead guilty or no contest, ma'am? All right. We'll go ahead and enter in a 6-month deferral on Miss Flores' case. We're gonna apply the bond, and she's also gonna need to do an alcohol education course and 8 community service hours. All right, Miss Flores, that's it. Just go ahead and take a seat, ma'am. We'll get your paperwork and then you're free to go. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay, and so we have the list here from Hidalgo County, but you can do, there's certain agencies that you can do in Cameron County. And if you find a place you'd like to do community service, all you have to do, they'll give you the information for that right now, is contact our community service clerk and I can approve that community service site, okay? All right. Mhm. All right, next case is gonna be Christian Mark Garcia. Good morning, Mr. Garcia. Is English or Spanish better for you, sir? All right. Mr. Garcia, we have you here today, sir, for disorderly conduct charge. That ticket is usually $120 here in the city, and you did post bond for that. Ms. Borrego, have you had a chance to review Mr. Garcia's case? Do you have any recommendations?
Yes, Judge. State's recommendation is 90 days deferred disposition and for the bond to be applied to the fine.
Okay, so the recommendation of the state is a way to keep this off of your record as a conviction. Mr. Garcia, essentially what they're asking is you stay out of trouble for the next 3 months. No new tickets, no new arrests. And as long as you're able to do that, case will be dismissed at that 90th day, okay? So it'll say dismissed, it won't say convicted. And then the fine, you wouldn't have to pay anything further because you've already posted your bond and that would be used to pay the fine in this case. Would you be interested in accepting that state's offer, or do you think at this time you want to just reject that and instead ask to go to trial? Mhm. Mhm. We don't provide that, sir. You would need to make that request through the, if you did want to make that request through the police department, our court doesn't deal with reimbursements for towing or anything like that. You would need to make that request through the police department, sir. Yes. Yeah, I couldn't order that. Uh-huh. No, yeah, we don't deal with the towing aspect of it or anything like that, sir. Um, Okay, and did you want to plead guilty or no contest on that charge? Guilty means you're admitting it. No contest means you're not going to admit anything in open court today, but you are going to take care of the ticket. Okay, all right, we'll go ahead and enter that plea. As long as you stay out of trouble for the next 3 months, the case will be dismissed against you and you don't need to pay anything further, okay? All right, just take a seat, Mr. Garcia. We'll get your paperwork and then you're free to go. All right, next case is gonna be Mr. Giovanni Gomez. Or Miss Giovanni Gomez. I'm sorry, ma'am. Come on up. All right. Miss Gomez, good morning. We have you here today, ma'am, for public intoxication by minors. English all right with you? Okay, and that charge is 160. You've already posted the bond for that charge. How old are you, Miss Gomez? 20, okay. And ticket, where was this in the downtown area as well? Okay. Miss Borrego, do you have a recommendation here?
Yes, Judge. State's recommendation is 180 days deferred disposition plus the alcohol education course and 8 community service hours.
Okay, so the recommendation is going to be very similar to the last lady who was here that got a PI by minor in downtown. They're giving you an opportunity to keep this off your record as conviction. All you have to do is stay out of trouble for the next 6 months, okay? No new arrests, no new tickets. And then you would need to take that online alcohol education course. It's only 4 hours and turn in the certificate. And in that 6-month period, you have to do 8 hours of community service. So you got quite a bit of time to get that done and just turn that in. Once all those are in, case is dismissed against you and you avoid the conviction on this charge. Were you interested in accepting that state's offer, or do you think you want to reject and instead ask to go to trial? Okay, and would you want to plead guilty or no contest, ma'am? All right, we'll go ahead and enter a no contest plea, apply the bond. We're going to do an alcohol education course and 8 hours of community service. Are you here locally in Hidalgo County? Oh, yeah, you're in Cameron. So same thing is going to be applied to you as the last lady that we saw. If you want to do community service in Cameron County, so you don't have to come into this county to do it. All you have to do is email our community service clerk and she'll present it to me to make sure that I approve the site that you're doing community service at, okay? And you got 6 months to get that done. All right, that'll be it, Ms. Gomez. Just take a seat. We'll get your paperwork, ma'am, and then you're free to go. All right, next case is going to be Mr. Carlos Hernandez. Carlos Hernandez. All right, this is a no-show. Give me a second. I'm trying to decipher some of these notes. All right, so it looks like he has posted bond on one charge and not another. He has a running a red light from 2019 that he pled not guilty, but no showed his trial dates. Is that correct? Ladies? Penny, can I get? So he was set for trial and he no showed? Okay, so does he already have a warrant on that one or no? Okay, we're gonna issue a warrant on that one since he failed to appear for his trial date and he doesn't have a bond. And then on the no driver's license, he did post a cash bond, so we will go ahead and no low forfeit on that case for his non-appearance. All right, Mr. Eric Hernandez. All right, Mr. Hernandez has failed to appear. He's kind of a split one too. We have some 2025 cases he's posted bonds on for no insurance and failure to appear. And then it looks like there's a new 2026 case which he has not posted bonds on. Ms. Borrego, would the state be requesting a warrant on the cases not covered by bond?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, go ahead and do that. Priscilla Marie Hockett. Priscilla Marie Hockett. All right, she has failed to appear. We'll go ahead and no low forfeit on those cases. Juan Manuel Landa III. Juan Manuel Landa III. No low forfeit. Yahaira Lopez. Yahaira Lopez. No low forfeit on that case as well. Cynthia Olivares. Cynthia Olivares. No low forfeit. Ludivina Ovalle. Ludivina Ovalle. No forfeiture. Ariana Ramirez. Ariana Ramirez. All right, Ms. Borrego, this is another one of those split ones. It looks like she has posted bond for 2025, no driver's license and failure to appear. We can go ahead and no low forfeit on those cases.
Great.
But it looks like she's got an outstanding ticket from May of this year for following too closely, no driver's license and a violation of promise to appear. She has not posted bond on. Would be the state be requesting warrants on those charges?
Yes, Judge.
Joshua Rivas Jr. Joshua Rivas Jr. And a no low forfeit on that case. Beatriz Salinas. Beatriz Salinas. Ms. Salinas, is English or Spanish better for you? Espanol? All right. Good morning, Ms. Salinas. We're gonna have our bailiff translate for you. All right, Ms. Salinas, we have you here today, ma'am, for a theft under $100 ticket, and that ticket is $270, and you posted the bond on that charge. Now, on this case, Ms. Salinas, you do have the right to hire an attorney, but if not, you would just represent yourself today. You also have the right to contest this ticket with a trial. And if you go to trial, you have the right to ask the prosecutor what evidence she has against you. Now, Ms. Salinas, I'm gonna ask Ms. Borrego if she has any recommendations in her case. You can tell us whether you'd like to accept those recommendations or whether you'd like to instead ask for a trial. All right, Ms. Borrego.
Señora Salinas, nuestra recomendación va a ser 90 días de disposición de ferido y que la cantidad de fianza que usted pagó satisface la multa.
All right, so essentially, if she stays out of trouble for the next 90 days, the case would be dismissed against her and she wouldn't have to pay anything further on this charge. And would you be interested in taking that offer from the state? Okay, and would you want to plead guilty or no contest, ma'am? Okay, all right. We'll go ahead and enter a plea of guilty and apply the bond. As long as she stays out of trouble for 90 days, the case will be dismissed against her. Do I have Miss Ashley Soto? Ms. Soto, is English or Spanish gonna be better for you? English? Go ahead and take a seat, ma'am. All right, Ms. Soto, we have you here for public intoxication by a minor charge. That ticket is 160, and you to post the bond. How old are you, ma'am? 20. And was this in the downtown area as well? Okay, let me check the address. Give me just a second. It looks like this was at 1800 Austin Avenue.
Okay, so,
Ms. Borrego, what's the recommendations here?
Your Honor, the defendant had previously conveyed to the state that it was not in the downtown area, but now that it is confirmed that it was, state's recommendation has changed from 90 days deferred to 180 days deferred, plus the alcohol education course and the 8 community service hours.
Okay, give me just a second. Yeah, it's a block off of, I think, 17th. Yeah, it's actually on the north side, right, Sarge? Is that right? Of 83? Oh, it's on the south side.
Mhm.
Oh, okay, it's right south, right near the federal courthouse. Basically, it was at the federal courthouse.
Okay.
So the recommendation is now 180 days, is that correct?
Yes, Judge.
All right, so Ms. Soto, the recommendation is similar to what they told you before, but because of the area that it happened, the recommendation is that you gotta stay out of trouble for 6 months, okay? No new tickets, no new arrests, and as long as you stay out of trouble for 6 months, you do your online alcohol education course and you finish your 8 hours of community service, case gets dismissed against you and you avoid the conviction. Did you want to take that offer from the state, or do you think at this time you want to reject it and instead ask to go to trial? Okay, and would you want to plead guilty or no contest, ma'am? Right, and Ms. Soto, from what I see, you live here in the county, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna get you a list of those community service providers. You got 6 months to get that done. Shouldn't be too hard. I know the food bank is always giving hours, okay? All right, we'll go ahead and apply the bond, enter a no contest to 180-day deferral with an alcohol education course and 8 hours of community service. All right, that'll be it, Ms. Soto. Just take a seat, ma'am. We're gonna get your paperwork, then you're free to go. All right, next case is gonna be Daniel Sparrow. Mr. Sparrow, good morning. Is English all right with you, sir?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Sparrow, we have you here today, sir, for 2 tickets, which you posted bond for, an expired registration and a failure to appear. The total bonds on those ones are $350. Since you received the ticket or the jailing, have you updated the registration in the vehicle?
Yes.
Okay, do you have proof of that with you today?
Might have it in my car.
Do you have the vehicle here that was
Yes.
cited? Okay, the officers, I guess, can go check for that if you need, Ms. Borrego.
Yes,
Ms. Borrego,
please.
what would the recommendation be? Just to check?
If the registration is valid, Your Honor, I would only ask for the $20 administrative fee,
Okay.
and dismiss the charge.
And then on the failure to appear charge?
This one is from 2024. I'm gonna go ahead and move forward with this one, 90 days deferred.
Okay, let's have the officers go out and check your vehicle. Mr. Sparrow, they're gonna get some information from you so they can go out and check the registration sticker.
Okay.
And then, we'll come back, okay?
Okay.
All right,
Let's see, Cindy, you have it.
Cindy, do we have the vehicle information?
I think I might have it. Oh, I don't have it. Yes, I do have the ticket. It's a, it looks like this officer's handwriting is terrible. Mercedes, is that right?
Oh, that's my mom's vehicle. I
Okay,
forgot
the
it.
GLK?
No, so I'm in my car today.
Okay, so if we give you some time, do you think you could bring that registration,
Yes,
proof of
I-
registration in? Ms. Borrego, would you have an issue resetting this one to a NAS docket to give him a chance to bring in that proof?
State has no objection.
Okay, so what we're gonna do, Mr. Sparrow, is we're gonna actually reset you to another docket of ours and, I'll go ahead and set you for, next Thursday at, 8:30. As long as you can provide proof to the prosecutor of that vehicle, either by bringing that vehicle or by sending in a picture of the registration to the prosecutor, then she's willing to dismiss the expired registration charge. You would be refunded $160 because we would take $20 for an administrative dismissal. And then she's offering a deferral on the failure to appear, so you would avoid a conviction in the failure to appear charge as well. So what we'll do is we'll reset you for August 6th at 8:30, and just make sure you bring in the proof or bring the vehicle at that time, okay?
Okay, sounds
All right,
Your Honor, if I may, I'm sorry for interrupting. Mr. Sparrow, you can also email that proof
Yes.
of registration to me, and perhaps you will not need to appear for the August 8th or August 6th.
yes, because the
Hearing.
deal she's making on the failure to appear, we can execute that paperwork via email, so you might not have to come in if you want to go ahead and take that offer. Okay? All right, let's give Mr. Sparrow his new court date, and we're going to get you that contact information for the prosecutor as well, Mr. Sparrow. Just go ahead and take a seat, sir. All right, and then our last one on our docket, so we'll reset that one for a NASC on August 6th at 8:30 a.m. Is Mr. Mario Torres. Mario Torres, that will be a NOLO forfeiture. Jack, do you mind checking out in the lobby to see if we have any late arrivals? All right, there being no further response, we'll go ahead and enter all the no-show, NOLO forfeitures and warrants as requested by the state. Ms. Borrego, anything further before we recess for the morning?
Nothing, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, all right, we will go ahead and recess at this time. Thank you, everyone. Docket is now closed.